Greetings, good people. Happy Wednesday. It is June 19th. The year is 2024, and it is Hot Topics time. Okay, thank you for clicking on the video. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Be sure to pay your admission fee, and that is hitting the thumbs up button. Okay, costs you absolutely nothing. All right, so on today's lineup, just to name a few things, I know you guys heard about Remy Ma's son. We're going to touch on that. Remy has given an update, and she's basically going to stand by her son, which is to be expected, right? Swizz Beatz and Timbaland, they're facing a lot of backlash because they sparked up a new deal with Elon Musk, okay? And the powers that be, or actually the public, I should say, are not excited about it, all right? Who else we got on today's lineup? Ashanti and Nelly. Apparently, they have been married for several months. And if this is true, that's how you do it. All right. So I got a couple of other hot topics sprinkled in between. Like I said, come on in, get comfortable, like the video, drop down in the comments, and share your thoughts. All right. So let's kick this off with this whole Swizz Beatz and Timbaland situation. So according to the book of the Jasmine brand, okay, Swizz Beatz and Timbaland, they're facing backlash after announcing their Verzuz deal with Elon Musk's X, formerly known as Twitter. Okay, the black rich are so out of touch. That's one of the comments from a social media user. So let's get into this deal, right? So the music producers Verzuz series trended online today as people reacted to their new deal with Elon Musk and his social platform X, formerly known as Twitter. So you see a picture with Swizz Beatz hugged up with Swizz Beatz and Timbaland both hugged up with Elon Musk. Yikes, what a sight to see. Okay, happy Juneteenth, by the way, everybody, if you celebrate Juneteenth. And that's another reason that they caught a lot of backlash, because this deal was announced today on June 19th. Crazy. So the distribution deal was first shared on the official Verzuz social media page earlier today, Wednesday, June 19th, in a post featuring an image of Verzuz co-founders Timbaland and Swizz Beatz linking with ex-CEO Elon Musk. And the announcement read, "It's official. Hashtag Verzuz is back and 100% black owned. Again, let's give the people what's been missing. We will also be building new entertainment businesses on the X platform. Who should be the first kickoff show? Let's go." Okay, hashtag Verzuz on X. All right, so that is the official post there. They look all cozy with one another. Well, reacting to the post, many social media users, they expressed their disappointment in the deal. Some criticized Swizz and Timbaland for going into business with Elon Musk, despite ongoing speculation that the billionaire engages in racially discriminative business practices and rhetoric. A few even stated that the whole Verzuz series should have ended when the pandemic did, arguing that people are no longer interested in the project. So let's read some of these comments, and I was tickled by a few, okay? Comment number one, black owned, but working with that man, the jokes write themselves. Another, not on this day, what a joke. The black rich are so out of touch. Hashtag, not like us. The next comment, black owned on Twitter, Elon's platform. The next comment, we do not care, quote unquote, black owned, just to help someone like Musk that doesn't like black people. The people have spoken. They are not feeling this collaboration. Another comment, I wish this concept died with the pandemic. Verzuz was organic and fun back then. Now it's forced and a major media engine behind it. Not sure why Tim and Swizz want this concept to work so bad. The next comment, nothing says happy Juneteenth like a partnership with apartheid Clyde. This one actually made me giggle when I first read this article. The next comment, imagine using this pic to flex being black owned. You have to laugh. The next comment, screaming black owned and standing next to a South African billionaire who hates black people is the craziest flex on Juneteenth. Next comment, it's way too late for hashtag Verzuz. We have moved on anyway. And the last comment, this is insane that their marketing team or whoever thought this would be a good look. And on this day, Verzuz has ran its course and did what it needed to do for the time it was needed. This is a lame sellout energy. And those were just a few of the comments. Okay. You guys pretty much know how Verzuz came about. I remember watching Swizz Beatz and Timbaland. They were on IG Live and they were talking about music. This was during the pandemic. They were talking about music, and then they started just a friendly back and forth throughout the entire evening, late into the wee hours of the morning. It was fun. So then they decided to turn that into something. So Swizz Beatz, he was playing a lot of the songs that he produced. Timbaland played a lot of the songs that he had a hand in producing and songs that he rapped in as well. And it was such a treat because you got to learn that Timbaland had worked, well, I got to learn that Timbaland was heavily involved in Kanye West, a lot of Kanye West projects. I didn't know. Who knew, right? So that back and forth was so fun. It was nostalgic because they were playing some of their old hits, all types of stuff. And then it turned into a thing. So when it was actually turned into a thing where it was broadcasted on Instagram via the Verzuz page, the first show was Brandy and Monica. And I thought that was dope. Okay. And then it started to become, it started to pick up, and it did its thing. But I do think a lot of people are over it. And my question is, can something like Verzuz survive in 2024? I mean, it probably can, but I don't know. It just seems a little bit like gimmicky and forced. And I don't know how many people are going to support, considering that they partnered with Elon Musk. I don't know. It could. Depends on who the artists are, I guess. People will watch. So the article continues. After the pandemic was over, Verzuz continued drawing in millions of viewers, but was temporarily halted last year amid drama surrounding the platform's acquisition by the social platform Triller. Now that's interesting because I remember when that took place. And then that's when people started to be turned off and not deal. I don't know. I think you had to pay. I'm not sure. And then it seems like that deal fell through because now they're in partnership with Elon Musk and the X platform. So who knows what happened there. Continuing on with their new deal with X, however, Tim and Swizz will reportedly release free content and keep full ownership and creative control, while X will receive exclusive distribution rights. It's estimated that performances will be broadcast to over 500 million active users, expanding its viewership and international reach. Now, with X having exclusive distribution rights, help me out here, my intellects. So does this mean that it will only be broadcasted on X, and you're not going to be able to find it like on YouTube? Because I remember before, if you missed the live Verzuz, I think Verzuz had a channel on YouTube and you can always go back and watch at a later time. So is it going to be where you can watch only on X, and if anyone uploads it on YouTube, that will be a copyright infringement? Is that how that works? Exclusive distribution. So it's only going to be broadcasted on X, I'm assuming, right? I guarantee if this works and it picks up momentum again, I guarantee, or I see that this will eventually be behind a paywall, because you have different tiers on Twitter now, or on X now, where you pay for certain perks and features, or however it works. So I wonder if eventually this will move. They say it's free, but it will move behind a paywall. So drop down in the comments to let me know what you think. I mean, as a lover of the culture of hip hop, it'll be interesting to see who at this point in 2024, will do a Verzuz. I don't know. I just wonder, can Verzuz survive? That'll be very, very interesting to see. Best of luck, gentlemen. Best of luck. All right. I thought that this was interesting. I've heard Morgan Freeman saying this before, and I came across this article earlier this morning. So this is a People article. Morgan Freeman explains why he detests Black History Month. He says, "My history is American history." All right, let's see what the OG had to say. So the Academy Award winner, who's 87, has previously called the annual observance an insult and one that regulates, quote, regulates my history to a month, end quote. Um, in a new interview with Variety, he's basically elaborating on his feelings. So this is what he said. He says, I detest it. The mere idea of it. Idea of it. Okay. He goes on to say, you are going to give me the shortest month in a year and you are going to celebrate my history. The whole idea makes my teeth itch. It's not right. That was funny. So while speaking about executive producing the new Civil War series, The Grey House, which opened at the festival, at one of these festivals over the weekend, Freeman added, my history is American history. It's the one thing in this world I am interested in. Beyond making money, having a good time and getting enough sleep, he said. I've heard him say this before. What do you guys think about this? Just kind of diminishing a group of people's existence to just 1 month. Do you guys feel the same way he does? So let's go on with the article. So he previously expressed his distaste for the phrase in an interview with the Times in April 2023 when he questioned both Black History Month and the term African American. In 1976, for those of you who are not aware, President Gerald Ford recognized Black History Month as a national holiday decades after Harvard historian, one of my favorite authors also, Carter G. Woodson, and Minister Jesse E. Moreland began celebrating with a week-long recognition in February of the many contributions Black Americans have made to society. So, as previously reported, the month of February was chosen to coincide with the birthdays of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. Other countries also celebrate Black History Month, with the United Kingdom, Netherlands, and Ireland doing so in October. Okay. So this is what else Morgan Freeman had to say. He said, Black History Month is an insult. Okay. You're going to regulate. We just read this, but okay, whatever. You're going to relegate, my history to a month. Also, African American is an insult. I don't subscribe to that title. Black people have had different titles all the way back to the N-word, and I do not know how these things get such a grip, but everyone uses African American. What does it really mean? Most Black people in this part of the world are mongrels. Freeman continued about the term being used in the same context as Irish Americans and Italian Americans. He says, you say Africa as if it's a country when it's a continent, like Europe. Freeman said at the time that he was in total agreement with a sentiment once shared by Denzel Washington. Quote, I'm very proud to be Black, but Black is not all I am, end quote. You can't define me that way, he said. So what do you guys think about Morgan Freeman detesting the term African American and detesting Black History Month? I mean, his feelings are valid, obviously, right? These are his feelings. And this is a man who has seen, he's 87. So his experiences are significantly different than, some of his experiences are significantly different from, like, for instance, my experiences, I'm 40, right? So I don't know. I'm not mad at what he has to say. I mean, I agree, people say it all the time across social media. Oh, we just get 1 month, the shortest month of the year. So we just supposed to be just Black History Month, 1 month out of it. Black history is American history. I've heard plenty of other people say that. I'm not in disagreement with anything that he says. I don't think that anything that he says is problematic either. And he just pretty much stated his opinion, plain and simple. The problem, this country, boy, I tell you, these United Ghetto States of America is really something else. Really, really something else. This is why a lot of people are walking around confused, Indoctrination is a mofo. I'll just leave it at that. But share your thoughts. Let me know what you think about Morgan Freeman's opinions on Black History Month. All right, really quick, just an update. This YSL RICO trial is a hot, flaming mess, okay? So Young Thug has been locked up now for 2 years, right? This trial is a circus. Young Thug's lawyer was held in contempt because he basically called out the judge for doing something that he wasn't supposed to do, which was speaking to a witness in his chambers without that witness having legal representation. And when Young Thug's lawyer, Brian Steele, called him out and wouldn't tell the judge who told him that information, he sentenced Young Thug's lawyer, Mr. Steele, to 10 weekends in jail. Okay, you know, this is just a fool. So now what Mr. Steele is doing, Brian Steele has filed a motion to remove Judge Glanville from the YSL RICO trial and has requested a mistrial. This judge definitely should be removed from this trial. Most certainly. There's just a whole bunch of inappropriate melee going on in this courtroom. And quite frankly, I'm surprised that the citizens of the state of Georgia are not in an uproar. This is your tax-paying dollars. This is what your money is going towards. So that's all I got for that quick update. Have you been following this trial? What do you think? That judge is out of order. And the fact that he's allowed to get away with a lot of this is in-freaking-sane. All right, y'all. While we on the topic of legal stuff, my heart skipped a beat when I saw this. This is according to Fox 5 New York. Rapper Remy Ma's son charged, you see the word, with the M word. All right. So pretty much Remy Ma, whose real name is Reminisce Smith, is a platinum selling artist and Grammy nominee. Okay. According to sources, Remy's son, Jayson Scott, who's 23, and another man have been charged with first-degree M-word, y'all. Okay, the pair have also allegedly been charged with 2 counts of weapons possession and reckless endangerment. Now, this was first posted on Twitter by Lisa Evers. Shout out to Lisa Evers, okay? And the Street Sweepers. Is that what they were called? If you're from New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area, then you know what I'm talking about. Anywho, this was posted on Twitter, okay? So instead of me reading and going into the article, let's listen and watch the news clip. Let me make sure that this is queued up for you guys. And then I'm going to go into an update regarding this story because Remy's basically saying that she's standing by her son. But let's take a look and a listen at the news clip. Like to hear it? Here you go.
A 23-year-old Jayson Scott has been arrested in connection to a murder in Queens that dates back to 2021. Investigators are looking into the possibility that it was a murder for hire.
All right, Fox 5's Teresa Priolo joins us live from a story where the victim lived. Teresa, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Steve and Natasha, residents I spoke to here, they didn't know the victim, but they do know who Remy Ma is, and they're telling us that they hope her celebrity doesn't play into this case. Tonight, we are learning that that victim was allegedly killed by Remy Ma's son, Jace Scott. So here's what we know at this hour. 23-year-old Scott was arrested today on first-degree murder and weapons charges. It's unclear if he pulled the trigger or if he hired the hit that took the life of Darius Gilboa, who lived here at the Ravenswood houses in Astoria. The crime occurred nearby in broad daylight back in 2021. Gilboa took hits to the head and to the chest. Gilboa had an extensive criminal history. 8 months before he was killed, he was indicted in a massive drug trafficking operation. As for Jace Scott, he appeared alongside his mom, Remy Ma, in the hit show Love and Hip Hop. She's one of the biggest names in hip hop and has been since 2006. She also has something of a lengthy rap sheet and has done 6 years in prison on a gun crime. But none of that mattered to the folks that we talked to here in Astoria.
It doesn't matter if it's a celebrity or not. If you commit a crime, you're supposed to be paid for the crime you committed.
It could be anybody. It doesn't matter. You know, if they're, their mother's famous or father's, it doesn't matter.
We got the police station on the corner. We got sanitation. So not too many things happening here. They happen around here, but not in here. It's really difficult.
Right. We received a statement from Remy Ma's attorney about Jace Scott. That came in late this afternoon. They said that Remy Ma hoped to publicly address this. She's been advised not to. So they told us, quote, nevertheless, Remy Ma is committed to proving Jason's innocence and supporting her child during this time. We stand by Jason's innocence and hope the NYPD will conduct a complete and thorough investigation to reveal the truth. Now, back out here live, we should also tell you that a second man, a man by the name of Richard Swigert, was also arrested arrested and charged with murder and weapons charges. Steve and Natasha, it's unclear what led to this, if there was any relationship between these guys before this murder happened. We can tell you that we are expecting Scott to be arraigned early next week. That's the latest from Astoria tonight. Back to you guys from the studio.
All right, Teresa, thank you.
Thank you, Teresa. Now that is just so damn sad. That is so sad, ain't it? Oh Lord. Now you know people had comments. I saw things like the
And
apple
this,
doesn't
a very
fall.
big announcement from Governor Phil Murphy.
Excuse me. Thank you. Pardon me, guys. A lot of people were saying that, you know, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. What do you expect? Now, he's being accused of this being a murder for hire plot. This is just a hot mess. Now, I know people were wondering if this is Papoose' son, and from what I'm gathering, no, it's not. This is not Papoose' son. And, you know, here's what I want to say, because I always say things like this. Everyone is saying, oh, Remy Ma this and Remy Ma that. You know, you can go onto any one of the social media platforms that are covering the story. And in the comment section, people are critical of Remy. Fine. That's what you choose to do. Cool. But I didn't see anybody say, where's this boy's father? See, it takes two people to procreate and make a child. And I've said this in previous instances, even when I was talking about Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert. Whenever there's an issue with a child, the first thing most people do is, where is that mama is to blame? Where's the mama? The mama did this. The mama failed her kid. I didn't see anyone saying, where is this child's father? Well, he's not a child, but you know what I'm saying. Where is this young man's father? He should be held accountable as well, just as much as people are throwing stones and criticizing Remy. That's just my opinion, because it takes two. Well, you make grown decisions and you're going to face grown consequences. So you can choose the behavior, young man, but you can't choose the consequences. As far as what the truth is, I don't know. And I'm pretty sure eventually we will find out. Now, shifting gears slightly, or just shifting platforms, according to the Book of the Jasmine brand, there's been an update. And Remy Ma is standing by her son, who was arrested and charged. You know, we heard the charges. We just saw the news article. So let's read this article. Okay, news broke this morning that the 23-year-old and another man were arrested for their involvement in an alleged 2021 situation that occurred in Queens. Okay. So Remy Ma, she has addressed the situation in a statement shared with TMZ, and she said, "We stand by Jayson's innocence and pray that the NYPD will conduct a complete and thorough investigation to reveal the truth. This is undoubtedly a difficult time for my family and me. While we sincerely appreciate the love and support we have received from you all, we kindly ask for privacy as our legal team works to prove Jayson's innocence." And she also added, "As his mother, I want to address this situation personally, but have been strongly advised by his legal counsel not to say anything, as most people in similar situations are informed by their attorneys due to it being an active case." Okay? And then this just goes into the original story. I know Remy wants to address this, and I'm glad that she made a statement. I mean, you know, she is a public figure, and who knows what information she has. That doesn't matter. What matters is, if he indeed is innocent, it needs to be proven in a court of law. If he is not innocent and it is proven in a court of law that he's not innocent, then he's going to have to face the music. I do feel for Remy. I know the family is going through what they're going through. And I'm not saying this to be insensitive whatsoever. There's also another family that is going through tough times as well. And that is the family of the individual whose life was taken. Okay? Or allegedly taken. He's no longer here. And that person's family has to cope with, the loss. that they've endured. So stuff like this affects a multitude of families, as well as the other individual who is allegedly involved. His family, I'm sure, are like, what the heck? So it's an unfortunate situation, and we don't know what happened. Hell, we may never find out what happened. But if legal counsel is advising you, Remy, to keep quiet, I'm pretty sure you know to keep quiet. Yeah. So and I agree with the gentleman who gave an opinion, one of the residents in the area. It doesn't matter if your parents are celebrities or not. If you committed a crime and you're found guilty of the crime and it's proven that you committed the crime, then you're going to have to do the time. So we shall see what transpires. I hope that Remy definitely listens to her legal counsel and kind of be quiet, because I know that I'm sure she wants to say a lot, and I'm pretty sure she's sitting back watching comments and listening to commentary from people. So listen, I'm not blaming Remy for anything. I don't know what happened. And at the end of the day, you could come from a two-parent household where you have guidance, where you have love and affection, and individuals are always going to choose to do what they want to do, whether it be right or wrong to us. So, and I'm not caping for anybody. I'm just saying this is something that's serious. And if indeed it is proven that he did this and he's guilty, then there's consequences that he's going to have to face. That's life. That is life. All right. On a more positive, upbeat note, Ashanti and Nelly reportedly tied the knot 6 months ago. That's interesting. So the article reads, congratulations are in order for newlyweds Ashanti and Nelly. The lovebirds reportedly secretly tied the knot months ago. As previously reported in April, Ashanti confirmed rumors that she and Nelly were expecting their first child together. That same month, she let it slip that they were engaged and said during an interview, she said, motherhood is something that I have looked forward to. And sharing this with my family, fiance, and loyal fans who have been so supportive of my career is an amazing experience. Okay, however, it seems the fiance comment may have been to give them time to enjoy their marriage without commentary from the public and press. So per a report from TMZ, Ashanti and Nelly jumped the broom 6 months ago on December 27th, 2023. Okay, the public records obtained by the publication TMZ ain't gonna leave no stone unturned. You hear me? Harvey and them be working triple overtime. My goodness. The public records obtained by the publication don't reveal where they married, but the paperwork does note the union became official in St. Louis County, Nelly's hometown. As you may recall, rumors Ashanti was pregnant first surfaced in December following Nelly's black and white ball. Video footage from the event surfaced of the pair placing their hands on Ashanti's belly before bursting into laughter. Okay? Congratulations to Nelly and Ashanti. So what are your thoughts? My thoughts are excellent. Great. That's how you do it. You move in silence. Now, I'm curious to know if this is true, right? What say some of you individuals who claim that Ashanti was stupid and said things like he gave her a baby before he gave her a ring? He made you a baby mama. I've seen these comments with my own eyeballs on social media. So what say you now? What difference does it freaking make? People do things the way they want to do it. I mean, personally, let me tell you what I think. I think that when they were quote unquote broken up, I think that they were still communicating and working things out and slowly but surely getting back together. That's what I think. I think behind the scenes, away from the public eye, I think that they were like, mending whatever it is that they needed to mend. And they've been together much longer than we, the public, knew. And even if that's the case, they ain't hurting nobody. So congratulations to them. Okay. And quite frankly, nobody don't got to know whether you married or not. That's between you and your close friends and family. So the public didn't even need to know this much. I'm happy for them. I hope that she continues to have a healthy pregnancy and an even healthier delivery. And I wish them all the best. And hopefully they have more babies if that's what they want to do. So ending off on a high, happy note. All right, y'all. Drop down in the comments and share your thoughts, okay? Don't forget, if you haven't done so already, please hit the like button, all right? Share your thoughts. What do you think about Nelly and Ashanti's secret marriage? I'm here for it. Do you agree with Morgan Freeman as it pertains to African American being a dumb title, for lack of a better word? And how do you feel about Black History Month being celebrated in this country in February, one of the shortest month in all 12 months, out of all 12 months? What are your thoughts? This Young Thug trial, if you're following this, don't you think it's time for this judge to be removed? He should have been removed, okay? Listen, if you guys are not doing your job and proving that this man is guilty of the accusations, okay, landed upon him, let's wrap this thing up. I don't even live in Georgia, and I'm ready for this to be wrapped up. It's a hot freaking mess. And Remy Ma's son. What do you think about Remy standing by her son? What do you think about this whole situation with Remy Ma's son? This is just a lot on this good old Juneteenth, okay? So there you have it, y'all. That's all I got. Ain't got no more. If you're new here, welcome, as I said earlier. And please be sure to check in Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Even if you're a regular, you might not have seen last week's What the Friday live show, but we'll be live again this Friday, okay? I want to keep reminding you guys because I know that the notifications are a little sketchy. Not everybody gets their notifications. So let's turn up, okay? Mark your calendars down. All right. Hopefully you'll get the notification when I actually set up the live stream early Friday. All right. So that's all I got, y'all. It's been fun. Okay. Share your thoughts, like the video, all that good stuff. I love you for watching. And as always, until next time, I'll talk to you later.